you'll never be mine the way you do. I will know your mind. So especially if I could imagine, who could imagine? So, you and I. It's gonna hurt when it is too late. You don't get better time. That's not even what the hell I just went to. Please don't start. Didn't know where to turn to. Somehow I can't forget you. That all I will do. I want to let y'all know, we're in the BBW. They got some stuff on Facebook, right? Some gummies, some pills, 2 pills a day. It's supposed to give you a dunk. She got a dunk. She got. Y'all check it out. Y'all let me know what it do. Okay. What they do. If that shit working. Thank God. I ain't never get no BBL for no reason. Shit. Don't threaten me with a good time and vitamins and healthy pH balance. What? Activating your female hormones, from which more than like 9 times out of 10, how many women got put on the Depo-Provera shot and or pills? Don't wanna let hurt my feelings. I believe it. Time will heal it. Is that fish? Oh my god. Wait a minute. Made me forget what I was trying to get to. But yeah, some pills. Y'all know y'all TikTok shoppers and stuff like that. Y'all know what they do. Go check it out. This is the you and me. The time I'm free. And then I wish I What is this? Hmm. Curious. Horizontal orientation? Let me upgrade. Let me upgrade. Hey, what? You know, so the hard when it hits to. Oh my. What the? Does not feel like it's up high enough. Whoa. I swear. I know I did. Don't you know I'm not very. Okay. So, like I was saying, I gotta repeat, backtrack just a little bit. There are now some gummies, some 2 pills you're supposed to take twice a day or something like that. It's supposed to help you get a natural booty, get your female emotions in order, and all of that good stuff, and help you get a little dunk. She got a dunk. Hey, she got a dunk. She got a dunk. She got a dunk. So for some of y'all TikTokers or people that have been actually using it and came from nothing to something, quite literally, let me know what it is whenever y'all try it. Because I don't know how I am about shit just flying off the shelves. I know how I am, but I ain't too quick to jump on that train. Cause I already feel some type of way about doctors doing certain stuff, and fucking with our hormonal balance first and foremost. What we've been talking about on this channel, different medications and pills and things in the air, throwing off our emotional balance, spiritual balance, so on and so forth, right? And y'all should definitely very well much so know that I don't claim to be a healthcare professional. I'm only stating things that I've come to my understanding from my own personal body and what will work for most women. Some women, most women, really. In particular, they don't even calibrate anything for women that are indigenous anyway in the first place, right? So always keep that in mind. It's going throughout history, of course. Always do within what's in a regiment for your own body. Okay, get blood work done, see where your levels are off, and where you can create balance in your hormonal levels, men and women. And it seems as a whole, and men and women that are on social media platforms are taking more accountability. Not really too much going back and forth for those who have been going through this walk of life and journey um, of just pretty much figuring out who we are and what our purpose is, right? And trying to figure out what are the imbalances, what are we missing? but just holding each other accountable, and first and foremost, holding ourselves accountable and really being able to have these conversations, right? Hey, everybody. Damn, can I miss what? Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Yeah, those don't even understand what that means, but okay. But anyways, everybody's taking accountability from what I can see in a healthy way and really having these healthy conversations in an open manner to the masses. And that's really an awesome thing that we can even be in this space now at this time, really for people free willingly, to be in these open spaces and these gatherings. Um, I think it is so beautiful. I've been trying not to cry all day. Oh, y'all. I just be getting emotional and I be needing my days to cry. And I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I'll do a lot better with that or later on today. But yeah, being responsible with your energy. This is pretty much what we're all learning and being able to come in safe spaces to where we can express ourselves. And you're good. You say you're good, but bad. Okay. Well, that's good that you're all right. It shouldn't be too bad, right? Just take your time day by day, moment by moment. Don't overwhelm yourself. Try not to. Nobody should. Self evaluation, first and foremost, is a necessary need, right? So, I'm seeing children missing, and some have been found. And thank God for those that have been found. Thank you. Because, of course, that's one thing that's, of course, made me want to cry, but, y'all know that's given. Uh, it's been a lot going on. There's a lot with the weather. I've only like literally been looking locally. I haven't been on YouTube like that. I haven't been on no social media like that for real. I even gave the game a break. Thank you for the like, share, subscribe. I even gave the game a break for a little bit right now, getting me together. And I thought I had started the game in November for some reason. I don't know. But I started the game in like January. But that's a short time to figure out everything that I figured out. Investigative skills are crazy reckless. Not really crazy reckless, but I'm just saying they be on point. They be on point. They be on point. I really need to get paid for what I do. I do spiritually, but you know what I'm saying. And I am working on the what is that thing? The gifts, the super stickers, and all that. I'm looking at it because the video that I watched is totally different from how mine is set up. I don't know if I need to go in my phone and do it from that studio or what. But I'm working on it. I'm taking my time with it. I'm not in a rush. So please, that's cool. I'm good with that for now. You know what I'm saying? Um, 1414 111. I seen earlier today. Mm, it is positivity, of course, going on, and we already know that, the it's going to get worse before it gets better. But of course, we are always working on better. We should always be striving for better, right? We should never give up on that. No matter how many people come up against you, trust and believe there's always a plan behind it. You just gotta find the right people. The right people will come across your path and they will be there. And you will be there for them and they'll be there for you. It'll be a mutual thing, right? So I did. Ugh, I should have watched that video or whatever. I didn't watch it, but what else has been going on? What have I missed? I missed y'all. I did. I missed y'all. I was thinking about doing videos. I just needed a break. And I really think that I should take more of a break up until this coming up year. So I don't think that I will really be consistently playing the music, and I was about to start singing in the middle of talking. But anyways, consistently, simply because I'm just acclimating and I'm just kind of sitting back and observing everything. And it just still kind of amazes me that a lot of the stuff that's still coming out, um, everything that a lot of YouTubers have been talking about now, justifiably coming out to light in the public, in the news, things like that, is just kind of mind blowing. And I believe, I know I'm not the only one, but it is still kind of amazing how energy works. And it just, it does. And it doesn't, it's not a bragging right type of ego type of thing. It's a informational. Let's get this information out here so people can be aware of it, because the news ain't doing it. They ain't been doing it. I mean, shit. I mean, probably the one that I know of for real for me that had been close to doing that I'm aware of, is Spanish news, the Mexican news station. They will show the raw, real, natural stuff, a lot of it. And of course, we don't really get to see that over here in America. But I'm aware of some of, I mean, years back. Ain't no telling what they showing now. But, more now, of course, is being known to a lot more people that are paying attention. And I'm pretty sure somebody in their family, to the people that want to totally be in denial about this. Where the hell is Mercury retrograde? It is Mercury retrograde in, I forgot where, Venus or something. But somebody somewhere knows something about anything, right? Don't discredit them. You know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to believe any and everything everybody say. We're not saying that. But everybody ain't crazy. Just like that man that made that machine to where you can see the different beings. That man has completely disappeared. And I had that man on one of one of my Facebooks before. And this is when I first started out. This is on my misread Facebook. So looking back to then to now, I didn't do too bad. And I could also say, with coming from an emotional standpoint, I'm so glad that throughout this time I did express my emotions. I did not hold them in. I did not back down. I did not, hold that shit in. Suppression is depression, right? So I'm just saying, Had I not been able to express and or express the way I was told to, um, in a better key, I was told in a better key, but of course, my don't give a fucks getting away sometimes, and it is what it is. I'm working on that. So, me working on me and being able to express how I feel and what I was going through is a lot better than being bam just slammed against a brick wall and it all hitting you all at one time, and you're feeling all these emotions and all this intensity and all this energy all at one time. And that's what ultimately suppression is, when you hold in all those emotions. And that's kind of what they're trying to slow drip to America, right? What's actually going on with the reptilian activity and the spiritual activity, and how and what these beings are doing to and have been doing to children, to adults, to people's and people family. Like, it's a huge deal, um, that ties into the kidnapping. So, regardless of the fact, had I suppressed all those emotions, all those things that I was really going through, um, it would have been catastrophic to me and would have had an effect on some other people's lives, unfortunately, that would have been connected to me. You feel me? And I mean, in a way of a harsh ending. Okay. Regardless of the fact. So I'm just glad that I understand my truth, and my truth, nobody else has to understand that, right? And we need to come to that understanding. At some point in life, you don't need everybody's approval. Stop looking for everybody else's approval. Don't do that. That's that's in a way, in ways, many of ways, of dumbing yourself down, of not really getting to learn who you are, and getting to express who what you actually feel. Um, and nobody should ever really be able to tell you how you feel, especially if it's not in a constructive, productive way. And if they're being destructive to your life, and and sometimes it's more like a sneak diss, right? We really don't know what's destructive to our life. Is that the real color of one of my hairs? And I would not doubt it. It's like a gold color. I've seen that before. I would doubt it. Wrapped up my other hair. So how often does that happen? It's kind of like the beatings and the stuff that we get when we were coming up. For those who did, and we understand how detrimental, really, that can become. Uh-oh, how really detrimental that can come to our productiveness of growth, right? Um, that is really creating who we will be in the future, right? So take that constructiveness, that experience, and apply it to how to better yourself before you have children, because we don't want them to grow up in a slave mind mentality, right? Best as possible, because this world is not the easiest to go through. And acclimating through the enslavement to exposure and freeing yourself and being caught in between all of those to, oh, it's actually here now. It's like we're living through all timelines at the same time right now. So we're getting all the experiences that our grandparents got, and we're implementing it into our life now and adjusting. That's a major adjustment. I don't know if a lot of people understand if how big of an adjustment that is through religious beliefs of dogma and the beliefs of our parents that grew, that raised us up, and the different religious beliefs that we coexist around and with. They all matter, because if you haven't studied all the religious beliefs, you should. It's important. It's detrimental. That's part of the spiritual walk and journey, is to realize how it's all in tied together. And I found the perfect video the other day. I swear to God, it was so on point. I said, I swear, if spirit don't be leading me, mm, let me find that video right now, because that video, we're gonna have to come back. I'm gonna do that video another time. Yeah, because we're going to come back to that video, but I'm going to come back and do that video. But let me look it up and see what the title and stuff of it is, so I can let you guys. So if y'all want to pre-watch it or whatnot before, that'll be perfectly fine. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it at? I was like, I'll be dead on. If we was not just talking about this all in the same breath. Where is it at? It's right here somewhere. Oceans, it's up for heaven. It got to be on my other, yeah, because it was just the other day. It was not that far back. Emotion. Oh my God, y'all. That chlorophyll on everything I love, on the women's tip, if y'all don't want to hear it, you ain't got to. But even if you do, if you got a woman, I mean, it would be detrimental to kind of hear this information anyway. So the chlorophyll, it cleanses. It's like a yoni steam. Like, I ain't had sex with nobody. I ain't had sex with nobody. I ain't had sex with nobody. Okay. And it cleanses. It cleanses. It does some good work. It do some good work. Great, fantastic work. Awesome work. I'm gonna say that. It works. So, you know what I'm saying? Take your cleanses one at a time, because that chlorophyll, it really does go to work. And I mean cellular, molecular level. It goes, it takes you through there. And I'm like, oh, surprise, surprise. I was like, okay, I see you. Shoot. I wish my parents had a boy admit on this shit. Man, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, what if things were different? But then at the same time, I'll be like, I'm not really tripping, because I had to go through my life lessons, right? Let me see, hold on. I gotta look at this history. Feel like emotions deeper than what? Oh, that's because I finished that video on there. There it is. Yep. This video is called The Final World. Thank you. The final, the final words of an Ethiopian monk about Jesus Christ are raising questions. It's terrifying. Hold on. Um, Shut your mouth. Okay, so the YouTube video name is Vault of Mystery. Okay, so that's it, and it's called "The Final Words of an Ethiopian Monk About Jesus Christ Are Raising Questions." It's terrifying. The YouTube channel is Vaults of Mystery. When I came across that video, I swear I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, this shit is on point. It's in my playlist. I'm gonna have to make a playlist, of course, because y'all know it's been lit. This year has been lit. The last year was lit. It's been lit, and it's just like so many secrets. And go watch the video before we go over it. I'm telling y'all, it's 27 minutes and 27 minutes and 28 seconds long, and it's on point. And it talks about the little, the little bacteria that they put in the heavy metals, and how they try to hide Christ consciousness and what it really is, the luge of our energy, and how they really siphon us, and how they use fear tactics and all of this control methods in order to really control us and use our own energy against us, right? Our free will, um, and have us worshiping a false god. What in the world? So yeah, that video is a good one. Thank you guys for like, share, subscribes. Hello, how are you? Uh-huh. It's a good video. I pretty much listened to it. I think I fell asleep mid video or something like that because I took a nap. But yeah, it reminds me of Dreamcatcher, and Dreamcatcher is free on YouTube right now. Go watch it. They were keystering that video like no other. They did not really want to release that video, but because there's so much going on, they're starting to release a lot more movies. That's a video movie. Um, Dreamcatcher is about little parasites, and they hatch eggs and how they're in your body. Like it's really egg you. Like they talk about, if they just would have just simplified it instead of making all these big ass stories and all this and that, and it's like it's crazy. You got to take, but that's the way they would kill people if they just blatantly told exactly what it was back in the day, right? Even still today, some people are still coming up missing, whatever. But it's not whatever, but y'all know what I mean. They just really is making me look at different things like the hieroglyphics on an Egyptian pyramid. Like, what is that wave inside of that bulb? Is it really like the parasite? And is that Leviathan? Is that the different parasites in our blood that people are going to get possessed by if they don't cleanse their body with you know like chlorophyll and changing their diet? it's the nanotechnology, all the stuff that they're trying to do, and it's like, what's that damn movie called? It's also like the other movie too with Denzel Washington. That guy that called himself Sid, and he was like the computer, and he regenerated himself with the glass and the crazy shit, yo. So I mean, if y'all go see the videos, y'all will kind of see the movies. Y'all kind of see where I'm coming from. It has to do with the molecular structure in your DNA and what's going on, right? So let me go back to this so I can see what the heck is going on. So it has to do with your DNA. It's pretty much your DNA. Your DNA, your child's DNA. It doesn't matter if you're what color you are, black, white, whatever. It's going to affect you. So even when I was little, I refused to believe that the fat, like being fat, was a gene. Like that shit did not make no sense to me. What the heck is on my face? I can see it. Okay, there it goes. Um, I refuse to believe that being fat was something that was just okay. That it ain't feel right. And I'm here to tell you, I ain't that daggone big, and I couldn't imagine getting bigger than what I am now. That shit, I would be miserable. I really would be, and really wouldn't wish that on nobody. So we need to stop normalizing that, which I understand why Lizzo came under fire for real, for real. Anybody else that what I'm saying, of course, be confident in what you have, but definitely work on your well being. Your health is your wealth. It really is. In these ways, your health is your wealth. And you know what really pisses me off too? That these fucking fake ass gurus and all this shit, you motherfuckers have people paying all this fucking money and going through all these links and strengths and strides to fucking make money off of them. For I'm telling y'all because I went through the shit, yo. And you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got spiritually slapped. You know what I'm saying? For getting all that money from all these people and y'all just tell them the fucking truth. Just tell them. It's your dietary. It's your dietary. Change your diet, cleanse your body. Just tell them that. Like, tell them the truth. What's going to help your body replenish your body after you cleanse? You got to put something good back in, right? Mineral silver, mineral gold, um, iridium, platinum, all that good shit. Okay? Get all that good stuff. Okay? It's good for you. If y'all just you got motherfuckers still seeking and wondering for shit like that 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 ain't there. You're fucking full of shit. You need your ass whooped. That's why I was told to keep on telling it how it is because goddamn it, somebody gotta do it. Like fucking Kendrick Lamar, somebody gotta fucking do it. I do it. Fuck it, I do it. Shit, I'll take the L. Shit, if anybody wants to take one, goddamn. Tell the damn truth about it. Tell motherfuckers how to really what's really going on. This is why they don't want you to heal. This is why they don't want you to not get no shots. This is why they don't want you to. And I'm not saying if you dying, bro, don't take no medicine. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm not saying that shit. If I was dying, hell yeah. I already know I run the risk of them killing me anyways. I know that. But I'm not saying that I wouldn't take no amnesia. The shit that they use to put you to sleep. So they can give you surgery. Okay, I'm not saying that I wouldn't take that to anesthesia to help my body do what they need to do to help me heal me, fix me, right? I'm not saying that. I've had gallbladder surgery. I've had C sections. I've had my tonsils removed. I've had my wisdom teeth removed. I, I'm not saying that I wouldn't take no damn pain medication. If I could take it, yeah, I wouldn't. But I don't like pain. I'm gonna take that medicine, and just as soon as I don't need it, I'm not taking it no more. But definitely cleanse, because what is it doing? It's going to break down all your major organs. And what we just went over the other day, the whole purpose of them doing all of this is to pretty much harvest your body while you're still alive. And just like a parasite, like a what do they call that? A wasp, hawk, tarantula, whatever that damn wasp that will, insert its egg on the damn tarantula, and the baby will hatch on the damn tarantula, and eat around the tarantula's organs, and what I'm saying, it'll be birthed that way. It has food, but it knows to eat around the organs. So y'all just take that into perspective of what I'm saying. If a wasp can do that to a tarantula, what do you think is really happening in your body from horrible, nasty, disgusting shit that they're putting in the air? And then the horrible, nasty thing that you like, oh well, I was born in this hole and I'm dying this hole type shit. What do you really think that you're doing to your body? You're killing your body. And to my alcoholics, trust me, I know I used to go. Don't threaten me with a good time. I used to be that good time. You are drying your body out. You are drying your organs out. You are drying your blood out. Alcohol, what does it do? It dries you out. That's why if you have a hangover, drink some coconut water. You got to get hydrated. It's 1 + 1 = 2. Okay? You are doing a lot of damage to your body, to your vital organs. You are allowing parasites to take over you, and that is the way of being possessed. It is what it is. I mean, this is very simplified. They made it so eclectic. I don't even know if you can call that eclectic, but they were so elaborate with these damn stories. They had people running around in circles like, what the fuck do I do? But this is why they call it spirits. It's a way of possession. You have the little things that come and possess you, and then the bigger ones come and possess you as well. It's like, what do you want to be a vessel for? What do you want to take care of? Your home, your vessel, your temple. You want to take care of that temple. So do the right things for your temple, cleanse it, clear it, and replenish it with high vibrational things like the mineral silver, the colloidal silver, the gold, uh, iridium. Almost, I hate it when I get like this, yo. I've not been like this in a minute. And so I'm getting back into the flow. Y'all have to understand there's a flow to this. So platinum, iridium, gold, the mineral copper as well. Don't forget the mineral copper, y'all. Don't forget it. Don't sleep on none of the minerals. I'm just saying. It's all good for you. In moderation. Too much of anything is not good for you, right? So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do your self-evaluation. Like I said, do blood work, see where you're deficient at, and get it together. It also helps when you cleanse and you clear, and then like your mind, body, and soul, all these different levels, to be able to fight addictions, whatever addiction it may be. It can be addiction with gambling, it can be addiction with sex, it can be addiction with drugs, it can be addiction with fucking violence, it can be addiction with anything, sadness, depression. First and foremost, I struggled with depression. I did. uh, in anxiety. So I noticed when I changed my diet, I had better control over those things. And then not only that, I was able to get away from the things that were really causing those things to be affected, like the people that were in my life. So, unfortunately, I came with some other shit, but it's not that I'm not in a better place to get a grasp on my life and the things that are going on around me. So, that ain't the case. It's just in due time, due diligence, things will work itself out. And I know that. I just had to be patient and still got to be patient because things are still working themselves out. Okay. So it comes with a lot of patience. Just to let y'all know. It ain't easy, um, but it gets easier. It doesn't always feel right, but it gets that way. It's a lot like finding out who you are again, really defining and determining who you are for real in a real natural state of not being subservient to any and everybody and everything that comes around into your life. Becoming self sufficient, building up multiple streams of income, um, those type of things are mandatory and should be your focus. Definitely tell my children that should be your focus. Um, First and foremost, so you don't have to be codependent or dependent upon nobody, and you'll be able to better put your feet on the solid ground to where you can be self sufficient as possible. Because, like I said, it's not a bad thing to have team, right? To have family, to have tribe. It's not That's not a bad thing. But toxic codependencies are a bad thing, and they can lead us to very detrimental places, and especially if that person is on a low vibrational end of not where we're trying to go to. And a lot of where we're trying to go to at this point in time in life, when you want to excel and you really want to find out who you are, um, those type of things can become a burden and red flags to where you're trying to get to. I'm laughing because the song is playing right now. So you'll see how it's fading. The underside is lighter when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it. Everything stays, but still changes ever so slightly, daily and nightly, in little ways. Baby, everything stays. And we are that thing that changes and evolves. And when things around you don't change and evolve, or they don't want you to change and evolve, they become a burden. And we have to cut those things off because what? They are pretty much parasites, crabs in the barrel, however you want to look at it. So you'll get to learn as well. The upside of not eating food. I've been enjoying not really eating food. Not gonna lie. Um, it's like the desire to eat has just about completely left, and that can be it can feel weird. It can feel estranged from you because that's not how we live our everyday life, right? We live our everyday life like it's a damn buffet, right? But for those who practice fasting and your goal is a 90-day fast, which that is definitely one of my goals is a 90-day fast. I can definitely see that more as a possibility now. I could see it as a possibility back then. It was just the environment. It's not conducive. My environment right now is not too much conducive to that. at this moment, but it is definitely more feasible. Okay. So, and then y'all remember in times of strife that a lot of people were dealing with, like 2020, the vegan aisle was clean, bro. It was full, it was clean, wasn't no competition. I was like, oh, I can do this. I ain't gotta fight nobody. I ain't gotta worry about nobody fight me over no products. Cool. Only thing I had to worry about was getting out, going through that line and people tripping. But it was good. I was good. It was good. I'm saying. So, not to say, you know what I'm saying, there aren't crazy vegans, because we know there are. You feel me? I keep finding some of them motherfuckers too. But anyways, yeah, it is crazy people everywhere, right? But that that also comes, I believe, with a dynamic, like the dynamic of disrespecting women. And I don't get me wrong, I know there are women that particularly don't like men, and they be like, "Well, fuck them, men, use them, just use them. That's all they good for." You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not those, but we all have to be the example of what we want to live and lead, right, and be around. But men in particular cannot be, even men, women in particular, cannot be like, "Oh, fuck them," but you want to use them. I don't get it. That shit, it don't make no sense to me. So, regardless of the fact, we're all building a mutual respect. I see that coming together. I see us loving ourselves more and better every day. I see that as a thing. Striving for health is striving for your wealth. That is something that they are going to hate us for, but that's okay. They hate us when we take our power back, and they're going to have to live and they're going to have to learn from that, regardless of the fact what's going on. Put you first. People could look at you and they can assume that you saying that is selfish, right? But not knowing your determination or your goals. So keep going for your determination, your goals, and your moral ethics. Nothing wrong with that. You'll accomplish your goals. If they're going to help you with that, they are. If they're not, they need to get the F out the way. It is what it is, right? The pain inside. Perfect song. Mm, 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 mm. So, working on us is a must. In many ways, in trials and tribulations, and that we could possibly do that, we are all learning. And always keep it as a goal. Life goals. We'll be okay. Don't be in competition with other people. Be in competition with yourself. Remember to remain childlike and not childish as much as possible, because we are going to run into some childish people, no matter how old they are, no matter their position, no matter how much they may be a CEO, no matter how much they may be the boss, no matter how much they be the manager, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever their position is, hold yours. Be consistent in that. Have that self love. And hopefully, eventually, they'll jump on their own train of thought and get to that business that they need to for themselves, and not be worried about swerving in everybody else's lane. I found out y'all through playing this game. I found out through playing this game. I am not a troll. I'm not meant to be a troll. I try to troll somebody, it worked at that moment, but it wouldn't work for me just simply because I I was trying to have to get stuff done and to no avail right now. That it's probably for nothing, but experience is fun. Trolls, I don't know how y'all do it. That's just like being a liar. Don't know how you do it. Don't know how you spend the efforts or the energy to do that shit. It makes some people laugh. You feel me? It does. You know what I'm saying? But that can't be my profession. It could not possibly be. It'd be too stressful to me. It's too anxiety ridden for me. Um, it's almost like diminishing your character. But very interesting though. Tried something new. Didn't like it. Um, it was funny. Eventually, I will let y'all know what game it is. It might be soon, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all have fun. Thank you for tapping in. I was 2 minutes late, and I'm about to be right at an hour. Perfect timing. I'm loving it. The accuracy that I'm having. So we'll see how it goes. Sleepiness is hitting. Y'all, I be waking up early. It don't even make no sense. I be wanting to slap the out myself sometimes. Like, go to sleep. But it is what it is. I'll just take a nap when I get home and start over again. Oh, yeah. And thank y'all for tapping in. Thank you for the like, share, subscribes. Thank you guys for the love, support. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I did miss y'all. Can't say I didn't. Can't say that y'all was not on my mind. It did feel selfish, but at the same time, I needed that break. Good little break, which I'm gonna continue on. But just in regiment, Love y'all. Be great. Never give up. That is too easy. That is not our purpose. You feel me? And encourage others not to as well. If you can step in and help them, do so. Right now is hard times for a lot of people. From my understanding, um, really don't know what's going on in politics right now, but I know there is definitely a chance of this guy being removed. Um, the Trump looking dude being removed from office, and people standing up for their rights and standing up for other people's rights. Don't just stand by the side and just watch shit happen. Be proactive in that. Some type of way, shape, or form. Um, you feel me? It's just what it is, and that's what we need to do. Because if you just stand by and watch it happen, you're just as guilty as the person doing the action. At this point, honestly, and that's just what it is in any and every case. We cannot allow, you know, things to just keep proceeding in a detriment as this to any race and any creed at this time. I just hope that everybody gets on the same accord and is on that same accord, because some things that I see on game is just kind of crazy, and I can't believe that some people that still have that type of mentality, wholeheartedly have that mentality and just hateful toward any creed like that. I don't have it in my heart. Can't do that. I just express my frustrations that I see with different races, even my own race, people that look like me. It bewilders me. It really does, and I'm just like, mm. But I can say, like I said, on other sides, and some people are actually closing that gap, and Thank you for being the examples of closing that gap and being the corrective part of whatever action you took to correct whatever you have done in order to, prevent other people from having balance in their lives, right? We all deserve peace, balance, and self love. Nobody should be lacking self love at all in any realm, in any world. Um, it's just fair. It is. So, regardless of the fact and what remains to be seen, 3 3, 3 3. Um, just, just know it's going to get better. But what I was going to say is about if this shit falls through, it's going to be about over 20,000. I was told about 20,000, but it's going to be way more, a bigger number, and I know it's in fucking possible for it to be any less. Because they always lie about numbers. There are, homeless people dying. There are homeless people that are sick. You know what I mean? And a lot of them is just because they didn't have that guidance, they didn't have access to what we have access to. And Lord have mercy, I couldn't imagine if I did when I was young. But you know what I'm saying? Now I have more wisdom and knowledge as to what I would do. But I'm glad that I had the structure growing up that I did. Um, Being able to go feed homeless people and having that in mind, even on vacations. Shut the fuck up. Having access to be able to, having it on my heart at a young age. When I seen handicapped people, cried, bawled, boo-hoo, still do to this day. Homeless people, buying them food. Hey, you want something to eat? Even when I was little, I always had that, and I'm glad my parents instilled that part in me, and I did hold that because Jesus Christ, I could have turned out like their daughter, but this just glad wholeheartedly. It's who I am at heart. I couldn't imagine being any like heartless, any type of heartless. I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't want that burden to be on my children. Honestly, honestly, and that's a lot of what made me just really turn my life around, as far as understanding how karma works and how life cycles work. I don't want that to go with my children. I'd rather take the brunt and the burden of that and giving them a clean slate to work with, and then the rest is up to them, right? So it's how we need to just really look at things that are going on and a reflection and what we are in this world, and calling on our higher selves and our higher energy to balance out, with our lower selves. And ultimately, the shadow that you're afraid of is ultimately you. So coming into balance with your lower self is all the detriment of you coming into balance with everything else, and everything else coming into balance with itself. And me and my lower self, like, we good, we Gucci. And I just love the fact that the divine guidance and the protection that I have, bro. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't. It's not been easy, but I wouldn't have had no other way. I be thinking sometimes, like, I be like, would I do this shit again? Sometimes I be like, hell, fuck no, I don't want to do this shit again. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to do this shit again. Cause shit, I'll be the example of it for now, but I really don't think I want to do this shit again. But to do it now and get it right, for the most part, and just to tell the truth, I'm good on that. I'm good. I'm good. It's cool with me. I'm good. I'm Gucci with it. So regardless of what anybody else think, what they feel. People don't think and feel what they want. Fuck them. Their opinion, what they eat, don't make you shit. So keep that in mind and keep loving on you. Keep focusing on you, and do the same for your children and teach them how to do the same thing as well, within balance and reason of dealing with the wilds of this world and what we may have to temporarily participate in. Um, but make that for future reference that we can definitely all get it together if we do it together. But some of us can't, some of us can. But for those who can, just know that um, you're doing a good job and you are loved, you are kept, and regardless of who comes against you, no weapons shall prosper. Okay? Mwah, 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 mwah. Make me your enemy, your enemy, your enemy. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you want. Mugwort. Mugwort is good for cleansing as well. Look up some good herbs for cleansing, detoxing. Of course, you have to do it in moderation, but you know what I'm saying? There are some herbs that you can order or go to your local herbal store and get it. Whew. I'm so glad that I got one right around the corner. I ain't gonna lie. Because Jesus, it saves me and I get to get out the house for a happy, good time. It's, one of those happy, good times I'm ready to go to the store. If you just walk away, don't walk away. You put all you have now, baby. It's a yes. No, maybe. So just be sure for you, that's me. That's me. Yeah, that's me. Oh my God. And there's a cat. I posted it in one of my shorts that I haven't, no, that I did unlock from my older videos, shorts. It's in the caption below. It's in the comments. So if y'all look in the comments, I do put shorts or videos that I make come across that are informational. So y'all check those out. There's an Egyptian cat up in that mug, and I found it, and I know why it's black and white or grayish white and black. So I was like, I know it's a snow leopard, but it's not a snow, but I know it's a cat. But it's cool. But I love y'all. I love being in my energy. I really do. Because Jesus, can't nobody do like me. Can't nobody do like you too. So stay, get your confidence up. Don't forget to look in the mirror. Say you are the best thing that ever happened to this universe, not just this world, because the world is very small. Okay, the universe, and continue to do that. Continue to do so. Continue to call back your energy to you. Continue to protect and guide yourself and replenish positive energy to you. Call your all parts of yourself back to yourself. Do that on a regular basis, and watch your things unfold. Your words are your power, and they are very powerful. You're powerful, and the stronger that you get, the stronger your words get. There's no going back. All right, learn the dark and the light. It's a scary path, but it ain't that scary. They made it more scary than what it actually is. They get on my nerves, that shit. But they ain't to say that they ain't reptilian beings. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that there aren't grades. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that we are the original beings of this indigenous earth and we know what the fuck going on and we know what the fuck y'all doing and we know what karma y'all gotta pay for trying to take what's ours. We ain't saying that. We gonna say in all due time everything is getting balanced. And we here for it. We here for it. Hey, 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 hey. Some may go, some may go. Some sent, some went, some came. I lose control. But if I'm around you, go ahead, go ahead. Jordan, purify me, baby. It's more than enough. Like dripping in the river of Jordan, purify me, baby. Edit. Oh, damn. How do I forget to end the live? Don't my toe itching. How do I stop it? How do I stop the live? Let me see. Share screen. No, I don't want to share the screen. Straight to my soul. And I lose control. One. God is more than enough. It's like jumping in the river of Jordan. I don't want to do that. It's more than enough. Like jumping in the river. Ah, there it goes. It put it at the top of the screen. It's been there. Oh, I forgot. I don't know. I did live streams for so long. Later live on YouTube on laptop. It's London.